Alrighty then, continuing right where I left off. So let's go ahead and end that turn. If there's a break for anyone else, you'll see. We're pretty much just kind of, this is the mid-game cleanup that portion of the game where you're kind of just expanding outwards. One of the things that got brought up is like, well, how do you handle your stacks? And the answer is I rely mostly on having incredibly powerful heroes and not needing tier 2 and tier 3 stacks. You can do it, depending on what you're doing, but I don't need to. So yeah, heal root, awesome. Awesome. So let's see here, there's this Lenya that he should probably go harvest. Lenya's incredibly good at making more Philosopher's Stones, so we'll do that. And I got refill shops, step out, tell me what you got. Yes, freeze water. Definitely want freeze water. This is what I've been complaining about. It makes moving around so much easier. So Apprentice Lodge was built. This one's going to go kill them. I think this should be an auto. Yep. Cool. Hooray. And that clears up the area for him. I do want to explore this, though. And then, yeah, I'm making 12 gold a turn. So now if I want to up my army, I can. And I probably should. So that's what my tower is going to start doing. The question is, what do I want? And what can I get? So there's some ways to get tier 3 units very quickly. I'm not going to spoil all that yet. Just know that if you're interested in that, look at 7 Keeps and see what you can do there. City of Lyrian, or whatever it is, doesn't usually have tier 3s to my memory. And I don't really want to hike him over there to buy an army. So I think what we're going to do is, I always like me some Cutthroats, backed up by Soldiers, backed up by Alchemists. So we'll get all of them going. That's 2, 4, 6 gold a turn, half my gold income. Perfectly fine. Then over here, this guy has just finished harvesting. I don't know where I want you to go. Is there anything to harvest in here, like, or mine? I guess not. It's like obviously not a safe area to be, but anything for more materials. Actually, another thing you can do with these guys who are just wandering around getting you stuff is check in on cities, check in on quests, check in on shops. I always forget to look for shops, and I forget what their icon is, but they are incredibly important, as they will basically change how your game plays depending on what you find. So I'm going to send him to go look at the city and see if there's anything I want, because that might be somewhere worth buying. This guy is going to wipe out this stack, hopefully on his own without much help. Tier 2 Direwolf. One moment, please. So I need to check right now if I have... So this is enchantment. It's in the nature page. It's nature 2. I don't have it. Yeah, I definitely don't have it. I only have summon animal pack. Darn. Okay. That is a unit that I would consider worth enchanting. Although I don't know if it would let me use it on it because it acts like I can't see it until then. Call Pack is very useful. Pack Tactics is okay. He's got more health. Great melee. Lots of move. Just an all-around good unit. So that said, we're gonna maybe lose units here, but so with that in mind, of all the units I'm willing to lose, the Wisp is probably the first one, and then probably the Goblin, maybe? Maybe not. Maybe this guy. It's hard. It's kind of a toss-up. So probably if someone has to die, I want to risk the Wisp. I don't think anyone will have to. I think this is a case of the auto battler just not really knowing how to assign power. I've never seen an auto battler in one of these games that's great. I do sort of wish you could sort of say, hey, these are some really powerful abilities, techniques, things, and if you have that combo, you're just good. Does this end my turn? Oh, it ends my turn. It's very powerful, but it doesn't quite do what I hoped. So I'm deciding if I want to go engage them. Probably, he's got 100 and some health, right? 113 and a boatload of armor, and he'll be guarding. That takes 2 focus. He has a total of, I can see it here, but I'm having trouble actually reading it. 3 focus. Okay, so I want to, oh right, I can't do this unless he transforms though. Huh. It is unsure if he can contain him. 100% willpower loss, strong mind, immune to mind control. Okay, Because the big question is who stands here, pretty much. Because someone's going to have to take more attacks. Well, that's 3 attacks. I could go here, go here. There's probably no way to stop someone from getting attacked 3 times, but at the very least I can blind me a wolf. And if I'm going to blind the wolf, I want to make sure that it's him there, him there, and then that way he's engaged there, so this guy can go over here and blind him a wolf. Awesome. Now the question is what to do about his health and the rest of his team. I like to generally full move these guys just to get them close. So if I can, blue move is that far, okay, blue move. Maybe I do undervalue speed. I probably should test that. Who am I worried about here? Gosh. Yeah, probably this guy. Yeah, just because he's going to attack him, whereas this one might attack that way, and I want to make sure he takes as few attacks as possible, so hopefully he kills him in 2 hits or something. In fact, to make sure that happens, I'm going to rush my Wisp out again. I am most willing to lose this Wisp, and smack him again. And now the big... Oh, wait, are you burning? Oh, you're burning. I get to use the thing. I never get to use the thing. What's the range on you? Quite far. Oh, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're basically going here is what's happening, and then you are spreading the burn. Oh, wait, does it go to allies? Two enemies. Okay, it says 2 enemies, so... Okay, cool. That would have really sucked. Like, oh, surprise. I don't get to do anything. So I could ration him, but I feel like defending is going to get him about the same amount of defense, so we'll just do that. And we'll end turn and hope I didn't mess this up. So yeah, 18 damage, 5, 18 damage. Yeah, he's gonna just murder them. This is fine. He gets to not attack back here, but he's not going to die. That was the main thing. Alright, this is easy. It's just cleanup now. Again, most of these combats, at least the small ones, like these trash mobs, they're determined by the first engagement. As long as you set up properly, you should win. Speaking of bad ideas, I meant to move him there, not attack that 3 times. I could smoke bomb out if I need to. Good to know, good to know. Well, okay, how do we fix this mistake? You go there. That will help. And then you... what's the damage? Oh yeah, that's worth doing. You go there. You finish them off, basically. Yep, actually. And then we're going to be safe and heal everybody. So, don't mess up and waste an entire attack. Make sure you use the move command if you want to move someone over a fence when they're flying. Actually, I wonder if they can end their turn on that hex, just because. But, hey, we saved it. And I probably wasn't in that much danger, just given how overpowered he is, but in comparison anyways. Stuff. And again, I like to clear these out just because otherwise it's incredibly annoying. I've got a lot of quests to do down here, but I want to start working him towards his main quest, which is way up here. So I want to go this way because I'm going to have freeze water by then, and I'm going to just hop right across. So you're done. Yeah. You're going to get buddies somehow. I just wanted to see in the off chance there was some animal pack option there. So step 1 is probably a wisp or a jelly. 18 and requires 7 a turn? That seems wrong. Whatever. I think it's 1, and it's just a weird thing. And you are, yeah, 18 and 1. So both of these are the same. I'm going to do a wisp first, because wisps are just more useful, because if I find an all-fire node, then I can take it. And we're not even going to move. We're going to now go do a jelly. And also, wisps are less damaged by physical attacks. They're tankier. I can tank with this wisp if I need to, and this team needs another tank. So yeah, that's the plan. Go ahead and run. Waiting orders. You are just going to chill. You are on... oh, and then I can clean all this up. Oh, yeah, it's going to be great. And his thing's right there, so the whisk can come down. Yeah, this is working out. Oh, this is working out great. Because I'm going to get this node, and it's going to get this thing for me. So I do want to get this mine, but I also want to get this. So his domain's actually going to go something like so. Yeah. Oops, wrong button. Or rather, button I meant, but not the way. Okay, decisive victory. It's going to kill my guy. And no. I disagree. Only reason this is going to be annoying is they get to move first, and it's got those stupid poison bugs, and they're the one thing that could make this difficult. I do hate this map. I've had many bad engagements on this map. All right, you battle cry, and then you move over here. Actually, so this guy's not moving because he's going to be the drink master. So we want to set up on the drink master. I don't want him on the front lines because obviously he's already hurt, and I'm probably not spending a turn healing him. We'll see what my ranged options are in a moment. So you go there, and you go there. You want to try and blue move them. Drink, drink, drink. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Healing him is probably the safer move. Let's see what my other options are. I absolutely want to save volley in this case because there's a lot of enemies. So yeah, I mean, that's just disgusting. He's going to go ahead and heal them just to make sure they're okay so they can tank. And then the wolves go stand here, and now my turn is done, and I've won this fight. Like, not even a question. They don't even cover the distance to get into melee this turn. So my team of super shooters can now just pick them apart. What are you? Archers? Archers. I hate archers. I do also hate plague beetles, though. Oh, I also have volley. Oh, that's gross. Which one do I want? I think I want that. You die now. And then you can kill nobody. Wow, that's surprising. Let's see what he can kill. Because he can do this, or he can do this. Yeah, he can kill whatever he wants. Let's get one of these stupid plague beetles down. Oh, and he procs bleeding. Yeah, he is so unbelievably done. Oh, and he can cleanse the, yeah, this is great. Oh, this doesn't end turn. I keep forgetting this doesn't end turn. It's incredibly good because it doesn't end turn, because it means that I can blind it. Oh, but it takes your actions, right? Yeah, 1 to 3 actions. Never mind, not gonna do that. Bear, just tank up. Why can't you roar? Oh, no one's in range, and so it doesn't even give you the option if no one's in range. That's nice of them. I've done many stupid things in games like this because it didn't let me know that I was about to do something stupid. So notice that this is not because they're in yellow that I can't kill them. It's just, that's how the damage is. They're weak versus my damage type, and I'm getting a high ground bonus on them. I just hate these things so much, I'm going to focus them down. Even though I'm pretty sure that was not the proper attack, this is, whatever. Like, yeah, I was pretty sure they might do that. I'm positive they can't kill those archers. He said with confidence that he suddenly didn't feel, oh, even better, he's not even going for him. This is cake. So you kill that, and then you kill, oh, you can't. Can you? Oh, yeah, no, you can't. You already had all of your attacks taken. Yeah, I want to waste my melee here, because I don't care if anyone gets poisoned. No one did. Cool. And now my archer and my hero are just going to clean this up, which means you get a heal. Good news. And rainfire. Well, light, but whatever. Incredibly, incredibly powerful. That thing alone just wins fights. Like, as long as you've got 6 units or enough units that you can tank what they're sending at you. And again, you've got sealed elementals, so this guy can now pretty much go in alone with a couple of sealed elementals and just and he'll let them drink, and now they'll be bombing them from across the world. I like taking melee over regeneration, especially because the stack is already rolling. Get more toys. Work my way this way. What are you? Ugh, beetles. Die. Cool. You are sunken ruins. I don't know if I can actually explore the site easily, but I want to do something like that. So that's your next turn. Next 2 turns, actually. Oh, I hit end turn, and I should have been crafting. So that was a mistake, but hardly the end of the world. Now I have even more all-fire income. That's awesome. We're going to get some sort of notification that they're mad at me. One of the things you can do, by the way, is run your tower away. Not always possible because the enemy can sometimes keep up with it, but you can run it to your allies. Just have it take off and fly away. I am going to move my tower, though. I forgot that when I was like, oh, I'll just leave it parked there. Well, we'll see what the all-fire node is giving him. I'm looking for my stack, which is why I'm doing this. Here you go, have a jelly. So let's do a quick compare jelly to Wisp. Jelly has 9 movement, so I think it moves farther. Does it say its movement anywhere? Yeah, 9 speed versus 7 speed. More willpower, more armor, and a little bit more health. Does the exact same damage in ranged. This does white damage in melee, does a little more physical damage in melee. And yeah, this one's actually flying. These are no longer flying. I'm pretty sure they were flying, and that was one of the nerfs, so that's huge. Wow, anti-flying, didn't know that. And of course, this is really good. So this is my front line, this is my back line, this is a back line. So I'll get one more Wisp to help tank up front, and then one more Jelly to help shoot from the back. And we've got a nice little trash stack that can maybe take fights. That's okay. Okay, those aren't what I thought they were. I thought those were the tier 2 melees, and I was like, ooh, then maybe not that fight. But yeah, let's get the Wisp. Because that'll help. And as you can see, I have like no mana issues. I can easily tweak that. Immediately summon a Wisp. Get one more Jelly on the stack. Cool. That'll be done next turn. Since I'm going to be done next turn with that, I'm going to drop my mana a bit. Just keep it at 1 turn for the Jelly. Oh yeah, it's always going to be 1 turn because I have more than enough mana in the stack. So I'm going to leave it at like +1. I like to always gain a little mana. Okay, now I've got the hut, which means stuff will start lasting longer. I should do crafting because I forgot about crafting last time. So once again, we're on the make green stuff plan, but do we have the things yet? No, we do not. That is annoying. I have 9 of you. That is interesting. What do you sell for? Okay. Always keep a note on like what things sell for, because again, if you're ever crunched for money and you just need to make it a few more turns, going into your inventory and like selling all your bandages. Okay, there's 7 gold. I could sell all these catalysts. They're 14 gold. 12 gold, 18 gold. This is, you know, a good chunk of change just right here. Or if I see something that I absolutely must buy, there we go. I noticed I have my, ooh, let's think about this. What do I have for catalysts? Yeah, just you. So I've got my Philosopher's Stone. I was going to go use it to get one of the tower upgrades. What day of the week am I on? Day 5. Week is every 7 days, so there's no way I'll finish that in time. Or it's every 5 days, and there's still no way I'll finish it in time. So yeah, I was thinking about some larger plan stuff. I love having poison coating because it lets you change your damage channel, and it's really easy to make since it's just a bunch of bone dust. And as you saw with something like that eagle potion thing, where I'm giving everyone artillery-like strikes, if they don't do damage, well, then I can give them death, and maybe now they'll do damage. You know, if they're resistant to physical or light or elemental. There's also something that gives fire. I don't remember what the recipe is, though. So I'm just trying to see. Yeah, I'm going to wait a turn on that, or wait a week on that. I want those doubling potions super, super badly. So what should I make? Let's make some simple stuff. Just get my, you know, my kitchen stocked, so to speak. What am I low on? I'm having some trouble with my orange, so we'll do some flintstones. Meet the flintstones. Ha 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 ha. And that'll help get me stocked up. Cool. Now this is where I'm probably going to spend some of my money. Ah, yeah, I have a bunch of interesting quests I can do. And what do you know? They have units I can hire if I want to start hiring out my thing. And they have neat little stuff. Minus 100% physical resistance. Ooh. Hmm. I'll probably get that breastplate. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, oh, these are quite expensive. The breastplate is not. That is super pricey. That is quite pricey, but I don't know if I need it because I'm not fighting that much death. And so as an alchemist, you start with a hero who gets white, and he's already really, really good at it, and it's easy to make like lots of stuff that does this. So I don't particularly care about that right now. Let's get these quests. Yeah, quests, words. The Missing Alchemist. This is awesome. This is so useful for an Alchemist player. And I didn't show it off immediately because I think learning about this is kind of part of the game. But this is an Alchemist shop. I can buy alchemy stuff here. It's all super useful. So this guy's going to go ahead and browse the books. What is it? I'm going to help the elves. What do you plan to do with that? Intriguing, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I've done this quest before, so I'm a little more familiar with it. I don't think I want to go any farther with it, though, because I don't know if I did the same things I did last time or if I'm about to invite a fight. Oh, also, Primordial Forest. So I should go over here and get ready to cast Summon Beasts on that, because that'll give me units. Now, I don't think I can because it's got enemies on it, but I think I've got a guy in the region for a certain value of in the region. Yeah, he could start hiking this way. I happen to know there's a bloody lake right here, but I think there's a way across somewhere in here. We'll see. He's getting all geared up. So yeah, you can just move. It's fine. Oh, he took the long way because he's not gonna, do that. We'll come back to you. I wanted to figure out what to do with him. I want to start this. Um, yeah. Yeah, where would we find him? I need more details than that. Yep, I should have read that. I know better. Read that quest. Yeah, and so now he's locked out. I can't actually shop there until they do this quest. That's probably fine, because while I want to spend money on all these cool things, I would like to get another strong stack up and going. On Explorer, I don't think it's really necessary. As you can see, by just relying on my heroes and some alchemy stuff and decent tactics, I'm ripping apart most of the mob trash, but I also haven't pissed off a mage. So if you're dealing with a mage at this point, I could see like wanting another stack. So let's see. He's making good money. That's 13 turns. So that's an extra 10 gold I'm going to make out of that thing. Oh, I'm so stupid. I just noticed that this is up here, and I could have probably put my hut like so. So I'm actually gonna go. Oh God, I always hit escape to try and clear that. I'm actually gonna walk up here. Can I clear that? No, but I can at least re-hut and get a little bit more gold. This can feel like a waste of your turn. It's really not, or a waste of your turns. This is how you keep your economy afloat. Scrape all the gold off the map that you can. Once again, just chill out. If I'm lucky, I can do both these fights. Oh man, I might actually be able to. That's pretty cool. And then I know where a Shaper Secret is now. Yeah, that worked out so well. And then we'll go here. Yup. We'll hide in her house. Look outside. Let the people know. Okay, I didn't read that, so I thought there would be a fight. But I made some gold, so now I maybe should have not done what I did. But we'll see. I don't know if you go to shop at that guy's place if you lose out on his quest, and I do not want to lose out on his quest. Um, so yeah, just absolutely want that quest. It's really good. Now he is gonna work his way. I don't know. I really don't know. It's like obviously I think there's some stuff to do up here. We'll see. Just striking out into the darkness. And again, yeah, that's pretty great. Are you cleared? Yes. But I'll get magical items when I go there. Great. You clear up that Lenya. And we end our turn. Things move. We get a quest. I've never seen this, so I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah, he has, but I have a especially dark hatred for the guy he's talking about because my very first game, he was right next to me, and he was also where like all my quests were, and I just got destroyed by him. Yeah, okay. So again, I said that is grave news because like I want to keep these guys happy. I really don't want to deal with a fight right now. And that will help with it. I of course need to get an army over there. But hey, I'm building one. No. Let's do all this stuff. Freeze, yep, awesome. Freeze water is what I've been wanting for quite some time. I have like a lot of little things to do right now. Dwarven Vault, yeah. I'll take a tower room. Ah, gosh, I'm being split in so many directions because this is going quite a bit faster than even my other games go. Yeah, please tell me this is just an auto win. I bet it's not, though. No, decisive victory. What do I lose? No, I'm not losing him. How dare you? Not my beetly friends. What are we dealing with? Arsonists, Outlaws, and Rangers. And one of my least favorite maps. Cool. This will require some thought. He does, however, have smoke bomb. So the cool thing is I can smoke bomb behind these Rangers and bait, or Hunters. Okay, cool, not Rangers, and turn them off. The question is, can I do it safely? Because the problem is these guys are just gonna like chuck torches at me and knock out half our health. So I like putting my weak units over here to start, and you're going to get next to him, and you're going to come up next to him, and we're going to see if we can get the attacks on them, because they don't get as hurt. I do want to flank with these guys, because again, they're also someone who could engage these hunters. I wonder if you want to move. Can you move here? No, you can't. Okay. They're also someone who can engage the hunters and stop them from shooting me. But I got to be careful because they're also something that will die very quickly if caught out in the open. So Wisp, once again, more willing to risk the Wisp, especially now that they're melee. Keeping that in mind, I think we'll move the Wisp over this way. Does that just get him zerged? I feel like that just gets him zerged. What am I doing there? Cutthroats go there. Arsonist can't go there, but that's because he's currently in the way. Yeah, I'll just move him behind. And you're going to move behind and probably just heal these guys because they need it. And you're going to go way up into the hills. I wish I had a way to like guarantee fire, because then I could fire and then wildfire turn 1 and start that ticking, but I don't, and I'm not going to risk it. Okay, so they're just fortifying up and chucking torches at me. I hate them. I thought this was on easier. God, I hate this fight. So the one thing that really breaks the stalemate, so to speak, is that this guy can teleport once or twice. Once. So he would move up here and then go 1, 2, 3. Oh, he just can't quite make it. Where can you move? So we want to go there. There, that little thing. I always try to be very, very careful on these things because I do not want him to be engaged by those guys. It would be very bad. So we're going to take a nice little, well, how badly do you hurt him? Not very badly. Okay, we're going to take a nice little pop. There's my burning. Awesome. Okay, now I have a strategy because my strategy is get in there and start proccing that burning. So my goblins are going to go up here and chuck sand at the archers, I think. Yeah, we'll try it. This might be stupid. We'll see how badly I regret this in a moment. You're going to go up here and just block the whole way and get ready to teleport. I could do it right now, but again, very dangerous. I wouldn't have my turning guarded. Rule 1, and you're turning guarded. And then this guy's going to go over here and prevent these guys from coming in. And guard. On guard. And then you're going to come up and spread the flames. The flames of love. I think I can actually go here pretty safely. Because these guys are the only ones who can hit. Well, double thing. I'll probably be fine, right? Famous last words. Now they're all on fire. And I'll put my wisp even up here. Or, well, is there anywhere where you get like a really good shot? No. So you're going to go here and just literally wall them out. Do I care who you hit? No. I should have probably defended the wisp, but again, I don't care too much about the wisp. I love when they do that. Okay, so he took a boatload of damage, but I can heal him. It's not that hard. The goblin isn't doing much. They've turtled up on their guy, and they're definitely like running to engage him. So I need to heal him up and drop him behind enemy lines. So this is where we're just going to ration. because I don't want to deal with this fight that much longer. This is supposed to be an easy one, so we'll just heal both these guys, really zerg him up, and then he's going to go right here. And that is going to kill this unit. I don't know that I want to do that just because, oh god, he can kill either unit. I might take that. Because the thing is if I kill this unit, then one goes here, the other one comes around, he takes a gazillion attacks. But if I murder him, that's pretty good. Yeah, and they get a morale morale penalty. Who are you going to poke? Or do I move you before you poke? I move you here because those are all green attacks. And then you just, oh yeah, you destroy him. And his morale is now gone. Yeah, okay, this is turning out fine. I probably overkilled it with, or played it overly cautious. Because now they can run, oh yeah, this ends it. Now I'm not even worried. I should have checked that first. Because they can make sure that they don't move, they're pinned down. And then I could even kill that unit, but I kind of like leaving it in the way to force them to do something else. So I should probably just run around and take, oh, you don't have a shot, that's right. Well. And they're blocked. I should have been careful about that. Do I want to open up that? No, I don't. I want you to stay there. Yep, he can, oh, right, he can run out the gate. Yeah, that's a gate. Okay, cool. He didn't die. I absolutely could have believed he would die there. So, hooray, I didn't completely screw up. And he's blocked. Oh boy, I messed that up badly. You go there. Uh-oh. Yeah, this kind of sucks. Can you run that away? And you'll take an opportunity attack. Oh boy, I really messed this up. Yeah, I could have done this slightly differently. Can you destroy these? No. Can you destroy these if you go melee? Yes, but then, yeah, it should be okay. He destroys this. Ah! Pictured, how not? Oh, he flies. I keep forgetting he flies. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. This whole fight would have gone differently if I'd remembered he flies. I could commit glorious suicide. Okay, so now that I've turned him around, he can run away. He should run into somewhere defensive, but either way, that guy's going to get an opportunity attack when they run. Oh, yeah, the derp. This is what you do, David. Yeah, how not to do it. Pictured. Way to make it harder than it needed to be. Remember that he flies. Which makes Smoke Bomb a little less useful, but I don't have a better trinket. Or I have other trinkets, but I don't think any one is better. Defense rather than attack. Cool, more gold. Now I'm really getting up there in gold. You see how quickly my economy turned around, and I'm just starting to pump out more units. And where is that Alchemist, Cutthroat, Soldier? Did I not hire the Alchemist? Is that what I did? That sounds like something I would do. Right? Anything I care about here? Not really. Another thing to keep in mind is look at these things like thieves' dens and keep an eye on where they're at because they're going to determine whether or not you can hire things. And sometimes you'll be like, ooh, cool, there's a thing worth hiring here, and you'll drop a domain on it. I forget to do that from time to time. Like, oh, if I want soldiers, I could drop a domain here. If I want goblins, I could drop a domain here. Goblins you generally don't care about, but you know, there's better things out there, and I'm not showing them right now. So I'm just trying to think of what's the fastest way to do this, because the game will take the route it thinks is possible, but I am aware that I'm going to be using magic to get over there, so I need to think about that. You just hobble this way, monostash. I'm pretty sure I can't. Ah, shoot. Don't do what I did. Take 10. Right, so you are finally reinforced. Let's start wrecking shop. Now the problem is these units all have white resistance, and I think, do you do elemental or white damage? Yeah, everything's white damage. That's the one problem. I got a fire guy, and what do you do? White damage. Of course you do. It's the only reason he's not going to wreck shop here. Oh god, I might just take the decisive, but I lose the one unit that will actually be useful. Where are you, snow leopards? I don't often see snow leopards. Okay, so they're, oh boy, immune to poison, immune to burn. Of course you're immune to burn. Are you all immune to burn? No, one of you is immune to burn. cool. Total awareness always exerts sort of control. Just making sure it is worth checking, especially on the higher difficulties, what skills these units have and which one you're targeting. Because if I hit the one that's immune to burn with my burning guy, I'm wasting a ton of damage. It might not matter. Oh, okay. Yeah, I believe my jellies can just go out over here and they can literally murder them all. So just to make sure, you can't attack this square and this square. I tried this before in a previous video and royally screwed it up, as I believe anyone watching this has probably seen. So here's how to cheat with flyers. And we poke, and we poke. Flyers are really good. You know, I'm not going to do a lot of damage, but they literally cannot hurt me, so who cares? These guys are going to go wall up somewhere, these three, and then these guys are also going to go and join the poking club. Poke. Didn't check if that was the one immune to burn. It is. I'm an idiot. Really good at not doing what I say you should do. So, since they can't get to my guys, I probably just want to hole up in this corner where they can like get the fewest attacks on me. So we'll go something like this turn. Ooh, that was not ideal. And I don't even care. I'm just going to guard. I want to keep these guys alive as long as I can. Yeah, they're going to do that. He doesn't do anything. Oh, they can teleport. Well, I learned a thing. Neat. 3 attacks. 1, 2, 3. 3 attacks? No green attacks, though. So you're going to go over here and just be my artillery support. So I should have thought that through, moved all my units over here. I am not getting anywhere where they can attack me. Making sure that I win this fight with no losses or minimal losses is important. So, yep, can't do squat. And the jellyfish especially need to be where they can't be attacked. They don't have physical resistance like the wisps. So, come on, let me attack. There we go. Kill that one. I don't know. He's gonna heal himself, right? Heal them? No, he can only heal himself. Ooh, he might guard instead of heal himself. See, the problem is now he's going to be action economy screwed because both of these leopards are going to keep taking all of his actions. That's the really dangerous thing about this. So I definitely want to do that. I don't think I can flank them anyways. You also just get over here. Can you? No. Okay, cool. Whee! And I probably can light that one on fire. Yes, yes, I can. Hooray for blind luck. And you might actually engage him just to waste some of his attacks. Yeah. I want to put the damage over here rather than on him. And so hopefully I can have 2 actions next turn and heal and then guard. Because I really want to guard because they're going to try and rip me apart. All right. Going well. There we go. He has no actions, but I haven't lost a unit. And I'm about to win. So yeah, that again, tactics, you know, they matter. Yeah, do I have anything I want to heal first? Not really, but hey, I'll take it. Boom, boom, boom. All right, cool. So that was a much closer call, but I didn't have to use any resources. I could have used, you know, rations or something at some. Well, I could have had a unit use rations on him by risking that unit. But that worked out. What do you get? No, no. I don't like any of these. He already does white damage to where like +6 versus undead. Maybe, I mean, the undead guy is in the game, but I probably want the focus instead since Guardian Mend is focus heavy. So we'll take that. And what do you get? More health. Don't die. Please don't die. Huzzah! And now this guy is doing way more for me. Like, I'm getting all this stuff too. So, do I heal if I stay here? Yes, he's going to stay here, so he heals. Oh, he heals more in his lodge. So that makes perfect sense. So he's going to go back into his lodge, hide there for a bit while I heal these units. And then I'm going to try and take this fight, and then I'm going to work my way up this way so I can do all these quests. That's basically his near future goals. Yep, mine and the mine. Spell selected, none. Okay, Do I want to take this off the ground? Because right now, this thing is going to get me this anyways. I lose 2 gold per turn if I lift off, but I can gain, you know, more research, more other stuff. I do wish, again, there was an easier way to, like, if I zoom out to here, I can't see, like, oh, where's a good resource-heavy area, unfortunately. And there's something to be said for, like, learning the map. The other thing I could do, ooh, be a little greedy. So it's, again, important to remember what needs to be in your tower's domain. So all fire nodes and shaper secrets are the main one. I don't believe this needs to be in my domain. Yeah, it doesn't. So we know where a shaper secret is. It's right over here. So I might actually fly my tower over here, and then my army can reinforce this guy and then just kill all this. So that's maybe the plan. Tower page, levitate tower. That's way too long. I disagree with you. I want to take off yesterday. We will be wheels up in 1 turn. Or I guess foundations up. Aha, aha, aha. Run away! Yeah, I could see there being like an overwhelming advantage thing where it's just like you have a 10% chance of dying here, just outright, so that you don't get away with this kind of murder where you're just retreating constantly. And now he's built a new domain. Again, I haven't been defending my place. That's one of the big things that changes on the harder difficulties. You can't get away with this kind of nonsense where I'm just wandering around doing whatever I want. Yeah, I'm going to clear all that out. But you know, that would mean one of these people would be probably near my domain fighting off enemies, but the rest of them would still be doing what we've seen. So we're going to go hiking all the way over here. You can scout with your tower. Fun fact. So let's start the move. And it's good to keep it, like, it's really nice to have this kind of income because now I can move my tower and get it moving over where I need it long before it gets there. In fact, I'm probably going to stop over here and pick up this lost spell page along the way just because I can. Yep. Join. Apprentice Lodge built. We know about that. Apprentice Lodge built. We know about that. We need to get freeze water cast. So, yep. No, do not like. Want now. Still 1 turn. Cool. You are good. You need to run. We'll run north. Gold vein. Awesome. Leave me alone. And then you have healed up a bit. We're going to wait 1 more turn because, again, this is a much tougher. This will probably be a tougher fight. It's more units. What is it? It's 319 according to the game. I am 426. But again, I kind of don't care for this is the only unit I care about. Maybe it'd be nice to have a leveled up jelly. Oh yeah, you can't level up jellies. None of these can level up. I don't care. I'd like to keep a wisp in this thing after the fight so I can immediately meld this. That's all I'm after. So you have to keep in mind when you've got kind of a trash stack. Ooh, free XP. But I'm not quite ready to kill it yet. What do I have here? I have a soldier and a cutthroat, and I have an alchemist coming. I don't know if I want any of these tier 1s. I think scouts are actually kind of good. I just don't use them. Do they get mounted or charge, whatever? Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if that lets you enchant beasts then, if you've got them. I think they can get charge, which makes them really, really good because they have a ton of speed compared to like, let's just go with, where's my goblin? Huh, I don't have goblin warriors. Interesting. Let's look at Hunter, whatever. I'll look at there he is. 7, yeah. They have 2 extra speed, which can be a big deal. Maybe I should be prioritizing speed more on goblins in the middle game. That's probably the case because they could be getting in there and doing a lot, and they're not supposed to tank after a point. And so while it's nice in the early game to keep them alive, doesn't matter later. Ooh, that's kind of sketchy. I'm basically just messing around over here because once I get the cast, I'm going to cast it somewhere over here and walk across and get all that. They're just going to nap for now. I don't care too much about that experience, even if I can take that fight. I'd rather just have them fly with it. You. What do I do with you? I don't think I want to hedge you north. I think I want to hedge you over here, actually. You're going to deal with 7 keeps. because he also needs an army, and 7 keeps can give him one. So um, one of these guys is going to get, trained units. One of them is going to get purchased units, and I'm probably going to be fine. Lots to craft. So I'm 1 turn away from having what's been making me wait. Oh, also, he needs a breastplate. I forgot I bought stuff, and I always buy stuff and I never equip it, but especially because he's kind of a melee guy and tanky, I need him to be even more tanky. So let's just check what else I've got. +2 focus. Yeah, that's exactly what I was just talking about, wasn't it? What glyphs do I have? Gives you cleanse. That's really good at the cost of willpower. Gives me poison spreading. Right. I'm gonna just keep these for now because, well, that one I care a little bit less about. He might learn cleanse on his own. I wouldn't be surprised if it's in his skill books. So I'm probably not gonna waste that on him. I do think cleanse is good enough to give to people. I just don't care right now. So I know what's coming, where I'm going to get these potent waters and I can start making a bunch of stuff. So I'm going to do quick to craft stuff right now. So as you can see, I've got a few remains. So I'm going to do bone dust, and I'm going to do, what else we got? Do I want charged crystals? Probably not. That's not good enough. Then again, it doesn't hurt. Like, I'm looking for something that takes only a few turns, so these are all 2 turn crafts, rather than doing something that take a lot of turns. How am I on rations? That's what I forgot to check. Where's my rations? Am I out of rations? I have 3 rations. That's a little low for my tastes. We'll build more rations. And then we'll do, oh, secret recipe. Fur becomes heavy pelt. Heavy pelt up here, 2 orange, 1 green. Great item. This only happens if you have 4 fur, though. You can't do it until you get that thing. Nouns. That tower building. Another thing to remember is check your tower. I often forget to, and then you wind up with situations where you could have been building buildings and you're not. Okay, it's a decisive victory, but they have elemental resistance, no white resistance. So I'm going to rip them apart. And they also don't have physical resistance. So yeah, we're just going to start battle. I'm the defender this time, and the defender always gets to move first, so this is going to be gruesome. They are way over there. That's fine. You go there. Oh, you're in the trees and everything. This is beautiful. Everyone have a sip. And you know what? I'll even be a little silly. Nah, I was gonna like try and get the soldier next to him so he could throw sand really far. It is absolutely worth it to put this on cutthroats, though. Cutthroats are already have a pretty good ranged attack, and making it obscenely far and have no downside, very, very powerful. So they're gonna march probably to the left, I assume. I'm gonna just move up, battle cry, and we'll see where they go, and then try to intercept them. If they even make it to me. Yeah, okay, cool. It's just gross. It's really, really gross. Yeah, look at that. I mean, that guy is incredibly dangerous, don't get me wrong. So if you haven't run into these before, if you have and you've been having trouble, they have breathe fire and it does a ton of damage. 35 elemental damage in 3 tiles. Keep in mind that they can do this. It costs them 3 focus. He's only got 3 focus, so he can only do it once. I've seen them get their focus back and do it more than once. And they're mountaineers. So if you're on a map, a battle map that has like little mountains, they can walk right up those. So keep those things in mind. Everything else here is basically fodder. Um, they're not gonna, these guys can make you weak to elemental, so they can be a really nasty combo with him and these. And as always, they can, light you on fire and all that. Yeah, all attacks can inflict burning. So annoying, but we don't care because we are the artillery crew and we're just gonna start dropping bombs on their head. That one sucks. That isn't worth it yet, but I mean, yeah, look at that. He's dead. Boom, boom, boom. And then, oops, not cleanse. Oh, he's almost dead. In fact, he will be when I... Oh, he's bleeding. So, will he bleed out? I think so. If he doesn't, how screwed am I? I could make sure, but I'd kind of like to be a little more efficient on this. I just want to make sure he can't, like, walk up and fire breathe. You have to be straight hexes. He can't, like, get this weird diagonal. Like, he can't go from here to here. So I just want to make sure he can't, like, easily fire breathe my whole freaking army. I've had that happen before. and it's very sad. And yeah, we'll just lob some potions on him. You, so keeping in mind that guy's going to try and come up and fire breathe me, fire breath me. I don't know why I'm talking like that. I think that's fine. He did not die, and he is going to fire breath me. I'm an idiot. I was like, oh, he can't stand in water, though, and I didn't check that that wasn't water. So now I'm going to take a boatload of damage. Yep, that sucks. Well, bear's immune. Bears are great. He's also immune. Wolves are great. I don't know why animals can become immune to that. I want to kill you, and I don't want to spend a lot of time doing it. Can I just throw sand in his eyes? I can. The most pathetic death. You'll just get that done. What's their melee look like on you? It's not insignificant. I don't like, even though these are technically ranged attackers first, they're not shabby in melee. Then again, I'm going to volley them. That's right. Full damage volley. Go away. I want to see their health. Yeah, I think I killed them. Yep. So you lob on the far one. You lob on the slightly farther one. And you go in and clean him up. Yeah, just brutal. Unbelievably brutal. Once again, that is, if you want to make your Alchemist run easy, that's the thing to beeline. And if you don't want to beeline it, fine, don't. I feel like it's a little overtuned right now. I don't know how they should tweak it. Probably just by making it not require green, but that requires changing a lot of things, I suspect. Meditate's fine again. I think glyph slots matter a lot more if you're either going shopping a lot, and you're in the late game, or if you're an artificer, where you can probably make glyphs, is my understanding. Yeah, +1 missile damage, absolutely. We're not worried about just about anything else. I will definitely take 10 health. So like the first level of health is +5 health. Health 2 is +10 health. I'll take that over willpower because it's just generally more useful. And I get a nice pile of junk. This guy is going to go wherever he wants. And there it is, potent water. That's what I want. Oh, this is going to be a good week. I immediately finish everything. We are going to make a lot of stuff. So the first question is, where do you move to? And yeah, we're coming up on the hour, so I think I'll just move you here. And can you still move? No, your turn's over. Awesome, perfect. I can deal with him next turn. You're fully healed. That's a tricky fight, though. Oh, you're almost fully healed. You're just hiking slowly. I know. So you, where do I put the water? So as you can see, this is how free water works. Can I walk there? I can. Cool. So I just want to put it somewhere nice and easy to get to. I think right there's the place. Yep, and we can now cross. And we kill you. Oh, and I can do summon beasts, because that's a primordial X as well. Oh my god. Ooh. Okay. Not messing around, huh? I mean, granted, I'm pretty sure I clean this up just like every other fight, but because it's that difficult, I'm going to take a moment and do the rest of my turn first, just so I'm fully focused. He said the rest of his turn, and he's got 2 fights. Let's see what it thinks I can do here. I wonder if I just lost sound. Hopefully not, but we'll see in a moment. What are you? Yeah, that's that. We don't want that. We want this. Close defeat. Interesting. I think that puts this in my favor. I'm going to call it here because I'm not sure if I just lost all my sound as well. So I'm going to abort this fight, and I'll save these for the next video. So hope this has been helpful.